Hello world! I didn't expect to find you here outside, like outside of the regular indoor content. Hey, you want to go for a walk? So you might notice that this is a bit of a departure from my usual content. In fact, even talking about the content is something new, and I'm really excited to switch it up. I want to experiment, and I want you to be comfortable being experimented on, dear viewer. Anyways, I'm going to be trying 2 new shows that I'm going to hopefully do weekly, or 2 new formats I'm going to call them. I don't really know if they're shows, but one I hope to do every Monday, and I hope it's something more of a personal experience. It's not going to be so technical. I obviously don't even have my computer open out here, but this is what it is. I'm going to be talking about the content and about myself, and hopefully we have a good time. And we're going to be touring some of the beautiful parts of Santa Cruz where I live. I think of this format as a journal, more of a personal thing between us. And I hope to use this to set goals for the Zurv project every week. And the other show is going to be on Fridays. Will hopefully be a celebration of what's happened in the past week. I'm going to call it the keynote, and the idea is I'm going to be presenting whatever it was that I've been focusing on that week. So Mondays, journal, walks through nature, really relaxed and personal. And hopefully Fridays are going to be more of like a boastful, exuberant experience. And that's what I'm going to be doing to switch up the content in the near future. But you'll notice that, this is my first month posting YouTube videos. It's represented a huge change in priorities for me as an entrepreneur, where previously I had thought of myself as a builder first, and then having to sell and communicate and distribute what I've built. But in the past month, I've reframed things in my mind so that I communicate first and I build second. So it's not that I haven't been building, but I've been reframing my work around how I communicate to my audience. And you'll notice that I think video is the most important form of communication here. I started by communicating here on YouTube rather than even creating a website. And of course a website's important, but this is the high fidelity form of communication that I want us to be able to have. And I hope to iterate on it and improve upon it. So that's what I'm doing here by doing this weird new format. Very kind of improvisational. I can't quite prepare for this, but hopefully that will allow me to be really authentic with you. Also, you might notice that I had a bit of a false start. After posting continuously for about 10 days, I took 2 weeks off because I thought that I could go take some time to improve my content. But it's just such a challenge to post, not because posting is hard, but because it's hard to post something that you can do better on. But you've got to get it out there. You've got to communicate. And that has been the big reframing that I have used in these past few weeks in order to get stuff out there. Even though I know I can be more polished, I know I can be better, I know the product is so far from done, I'm constantly embarrassed by it, but it's worth it. It still is worth it to communicate, even despite there being basically no following. It doesn't matter because I'm making big progress on my own self and my own communication strategy by doing this. So here I am, I'm going for it. Okay, finally made it to the spot. So I'm hoping this channel is also something more of a personal connection. If you're going through the effort of watching this, I hope to at least be able to share a little bit about myself personally. What you might be wondering about is, do I do anything else with my time other than Zurv and creating this content? The answer right now is no. I've been focusing on this. I've been kind of self-indulgent, allowing myself to work on this full time. It's kind of a gift I've been giving myself, despite the fact that obviously it's costing me a lot of money. Just living in such a beautiful place as this. But I feel like it's an investment in myself and something that is worth it to me. And it's been, 2-ish years since I've had a full-time job. And I've done a little bit of consulting here and there to make the ends meet. And I will go back to consulting eventually if I have to. My hope actually is to consult for Zurv clients, for people who are using Zurv and getting value out of Zurv. My hope is that I can provide them value by solving their problems directly, by adding features into Zurv, into the open source thing, and hopefully, I really hope to find clients that will allow me to make content, and hopefully I'll find clients who want me to make content like this. But yeah, right now, I'm just going on my savings and, I'm gonna get more angsty over time as I start to run out of money. But I do have some exciting news that I want to talk about on this channel. I've already mentioned it on Twitter, and oh man, this is something that I've wanted to do with my life for a really long time. And I'm in a place in my life where there's nothing really keeping me here. So I feel that this is my chance to go explore the world. And for a long time, I've wanted to go try to be a digital nomad. So it's a little terrifying. I can't believe I'm actually doing it. Like, I've already bought a one-way ticket from here to Southern Europe. I've just bought the cheapest ticket I could find to Southern Europe. Somehow the ticket that flies through Portugal and into Barcelona was cheaper than the ticket that just flew into Portugal on the same flight. But I'm really excited. I can't wait to get out there and hopefully meet some new friends all over the world. And if you're interested in discussing all of this stuff with me, if you're interested in being an entrepreneur, if you want to learn how to code, just hit me up. Hopefully we can cross paths somewhere in Europe for the next few months. But I plan to continue roaming for a while. I mean, that's kind of the ultimate part of this journey, is that I have a one-way ticket and very few plans beyond that. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I'm going to be staying in a lot of hostels, but for the amount of money that I'm spending in California, I can live pretty nice almost anywhere in the world. And now is the chance in my life that I have to do that. So I'm incredibly excited to fly out of here and to go explore for a while and to see how it changes me as a person. So that's the big personal news right now. I'm gearing up 2 months away from flying out and becoming a digital nomad. What do I say after that? I don't know. Well, it's healthy that at least I can laugh at myself. Let's take a walk to the beach. And forget about this personal stuff. What am I doing when it comes to Zurv? What's my focus or theme this week on the Zurv project? Last week, I got an authentication system working and I was all happy. I was like, look, I've prototyped an auth system. But it wasn't great from the user's perspective because most users actually need to log into the website if they're going to be managing their application's data. The mobile app is just like something else that they can use to log in and access their data while they're on the go. But most of the time, they'll be at the desktop. So I need to really put myself into my user's shoes and work on making workflows that support how my users will be using the product. So that means adding extra complexity. For example, the authentication system worked using the simplest possible mechanism. It just sent you a little code that you would have to type into the app. That's not great. We want to have links. And we also want to have passwords. And we need you to have a username that you can change. You need to be able to recover, and you need to be able to add additional emails in case of recovery. But for now, I want to work on making it so that the users can log into the website in a way that feels really authentic, really natural. So I'm going to be sort of focusing on empathizing with my users' workflows this week, particularly when it comes to authentication and when it comes to actually using Zurv from the website. And with that, made it to the beach. Pretty beautiful out here. So, I'd love your feedback. If you can comment or send me a private message, But really, thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. It means a lot to me that you're following along. So I'll see you in the next one.